We going? We going? Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the Impact Lounge. This is Trent, my co-host, Kyle. There he is.
What's up, motherfuckers?
He starts off with profanity, but we're all joined by the man with a new background in his office there, Mr. Jaybone. Jaybone, say hello to the people.
It's a Jabronsky Hefferino from out of nowhere. How you guys doing?
Jay Bronsky in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Gents, how we all doing here? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Jay, before we start, I want to thank you and Nurse Nicole for holding it down on the IPWF show last week that Kyle and I couldn't attend. I was out of the country. I was on a world tour. Kyle was off being a scumbag somewhere. So you guys held it down. Thank you for doing that, guys.
I got to say, I had an absolute blast with Nurse Nicole doing that. And if there was any episode to do that with, that was the perfect one, because it was out of the norm. You were completely taken out of all the feuds. It was a nice little breath of fresh, whether you like the episode or not, it was a breath of fresh air. And it was just fun going down memory lane with the Impact Provincial
Wrestling Federation.
Thank you, Wrestling Federation.
I feel bummed that I missed that show because I watched that show while I was in Egypt. And, dude, that was a fun show. I kind of, Kyle, I don't know about you, but I kind of want to do a 30-minute recap of that show just because it was so fun. I just want to do an add-on to Jay and Nicole's show.
Well, Trent, it might become a whole sub-series on our channel, because I saw that Ethan Page tweeted out after the show that he wanted Impact fans to let Anthem know that they want that to be a regular Impact Plus exclusive series.
I might have to do it. I might have to do a little 30-minute add-on to just my take on it, because I loved it. So
nothing wrong with that,
Yeah. I
Hey.
felt bummed that I missed it. It was fun. It was fun.
Hey, J-Bone, we're like 2 minutes in here. I haven't seen a single comment.
J-Bone. Comments. A lot of comments here. Let's say hello to some folks here. Who we got in the room?
Hey, Trent, did you see what I called the show last week?
No, what'd you say?
I was saying that the title of the show was Boning the Nurse, much to everyone else's chagrin. Much to everyone else's chagrin. You weren't there, when Trent's not around.
It made me blush. It made me blush. I was
made everything awkward. I was just trying to throw a wrench in there and make everything awkward.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, you popped in the chat. That's right.
Only for 2 seconds.
There she is. She's in the house too. All right. Well, who's in the house here? We got Aaron, Jack, Sid Bones, Nurse Nicole. Who else we got here? JV, Mir Neesum, Coexistence.
Where's Bones? He's off to the side here. He's I wanted to show off the new background. Wishbone is he's feeling a little under the weather after
Wishbone?
We're doing Wishbone now?
That's what we're naming him, Wishbone?
I thought he was EC3. I thought he was J-Bone, like Junior. Now he's Wishbone.
It was Manny Bones during Thanksgiving week. It was Wishbone. He had a little too much of the homemade stuffing. He forgot he's allergic to mushrooms, and So
yikes! All right. Well,
he's always a little under the weather. He'll be back. All
right.
He's just fair enough.
Fair enough.
So, J-Bone, let me just say this before I attack you a little. I just want to let you know we love you. You do a great job here on the podcast.
Oh, this is going to go somewhere bad.
It's going to go somewhere bad, and I
keep
love
the comments going though.
Keep the comments going. I love you, J-Bone. But now let me just preface it by saying,
wait, Marquis. Oh, Taya World Order finally joining us. This is who it is. The mysterious Taya World Order.
Great Twitter account.
Great Twitter account.
Always sharing our content. Very much appreciated. Much love back to you. Thank you.
Big time. Keep those comments right. Kyle's about to dig into you, though.
What are you going to smear me with now?
He's about to murder you.
You're going to get smeared, J-Bone. And let me
here we go.
I love you. Anytime I turn around, something's getting prepped. But you know what, J-Bone? I got some feedback from the listeners. And I had never noticed this before, but the listener, I'm not going to throw them under the bus because they're in the chat right now, but they had said to me in a private conversation, you know, I really like Jaybone, but Jaybone does this thing in the podcast where he's going to talk and he pauses for a second and he thinks to himself. So all I'm asking Jaybone is just try to spit things out a little quicker, drink a little coffee, snort a little of the, Alberto Patron powder.
Let me see what's in my
Colombian agriculture. Just
if he pulls out a line of cocaine right now,
that would be shocking. But so you know what, Jaybone, this is what we're gonna do. Anytime, I'm on the show and we're talking here on the podcast, and you happen to pause and take a few minutes to get the light bulb flickering.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna play the Jeopardy music, and it's gonna happen every single time. So to avoid the Jeopardy music, Jaybone, we're just gonna have you spit it out. Spit it out, Jaybone.
And we're officially demonetized. Thank you very much.
And also, I would like to also mention before we start the review here.
That's what happens when you grow old. Sometimes you have a little mini stroke.
Jaybone, you smoked
not the good
lot
kind
of
either.
Jaybone growing up. I know, the brain's a little fuzzy, but I'm just going for the listener feedback here. But before we get into the show, fellas, while I'm hijacking the show here, babbling about nothing, I would just like to say now I am officially a star of Ethan Page's vlog. I don't know if anybody caught that, but your very own Scumbag. And it wasn't just any appearance. The Taya and Scumbag face-to-face.
Showdown.
The meeting. The showdown.
Almost a year in the making, Kyle. This is almost a year in the making, man.
If you recall on the show weeks ago, I had said shut up, Nicole. Sorry. I had mentioned a few weeks back that when I got on stage, I was a little flustered, a little nervous. So I'm glad that me talking made the vlog and not me standing there, with my jaw dropped. So Jaybone, if you'd be a doll, even though I just kind of chewed your ass a little bit, could you play that footage for the great loungers?
I share that footage.
I don't have much left, but yeah, okay.
Okay. If you could. Now, while we have some dead air while he looks for it, Trent, tell us about your trip to Egypt.
Oh, guys, I went to Paris. I went to Egypt. I went to Jordan. I went to Amsterdam. I stood on the spot where Moses was shown the promised land, man. I saw it all, guys. Pyramids, you name it. I saw everything. I'm in the Dead Sea.
While you're talking about the pyramids, Jaybone, put that down for a second and pull up the picture of Trent at the pyramids because I think it's relevant right now.
Check this out, guys.
Continue,
Check this out.
Continue.
Oh, geez. All right.
Let me narrate this picture here. We got. Look. Oh, what happened to the picture?
Don't pull up your porn by accident, Jaybone.
Not the porn. Remember, not the second screen, Jaybone. Yeah. Not the second.
Keep those tabs private.
Not the.
Master Kinder in the comments is saying we should do it. We should do a start to finish commentary for an episode of Impact. I've been wanting to do this.
They have the Twitch show every single week, and we can open a Twitch stream, and all the loungers can join us. It's missed opportunity. It's laziness. There's no excuse at this point. We should have did that a long time ago. But I like to get drunk on Fridays, so it's kind of tough.
Look at that, guys.
Look at that.
At the pyramids. Look at that T-shirt. You see that T-shirt? That's an Impact Wrestling T-shirt.
Zoom in a little, J-Bone. Come on. I'm squinting.
That's the one I sent you. I got better ones. I got better.
I can't.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. It's fine. You can see the Impact logo. Probably.
Trent wore an Impact T-shirt in front of the pyramids. It's fantastic.
Some of the oldest wonder of the world that's remaining. I wore an Impact Wrestling shirt there, gentlemen. Hemi Worldwide, baby. That's right. You got it. I was wearing Hemi shirts and other pictures there too. So I took this worldwide, gentlemen. But it was pretty cool.
I got your Hemi shirt on to Ethan Page's vlog.
You did.
So you owe me some money.
I do. Let's kick it over to the vlog now. Let's show everybody the vlog.
Should we play that now? All right.
King producer, Wisconsin's finest.
Wisconsin's finest.
We're getting there.
More cheese than a dairy factory. Let's play that video. Here we go. All right. Kyle is popular. He is a star.
Ready here?
This is Ethan Page's vlog, found on Ethan Page's YouTube channel.
All right, so this is about a minute into the latest vlog. You can find it on YouTube. Let me scroll down here. Just look up Ethan Page. Please support the fine wrestlers of Impact Wrestling and what they're doing.
There it is.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play that for the people.
Where's the audio, Jaybone?
There's Ross Foreman, Sami Callihan.
What a scumbag!
Well, there's that audio, but I don't know if we can get to pipe this audio in. But anyway, just seeing it will be fine, Kyle.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll do a narration.
Hey, look at this guy.
Hemi
Look at
shirt.
this guy. Freeze frame.
OVE hat, Hemi shirt, in front of the greatest world champion of all time, Sami Callihan.
Now he's recording you too, Kyle.
Yeah,
What's
I don't know if that was for like Instagram Live or he was doing a vlog or his own personal video collection.
You tipped your hat to the champ.
I tipped my hat to the greatest of all time, Sami Callihan.
Where is that video going from?
I don't know. I don't know. But then, hey Taya, nice to meet you. You're a scumbag. I'm the greatest person ever, and I'm the star of this video. Yeah, I know.
Sorry for calling you a scumbag.
Yeah.
Now Sami recorded that as well. I want to know where his footage ended up.
There might be an alternate angle. And what you didn't see when the video stopped rolling there was Taya punched me in the face, kicked me in the dick, and threw me off of the stage through a table. But for legal purposes,
we'll play it one more time for prosperity because it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Too bad we can't get the audio to pipe in through this, but that's pretty awesome, huh?
I don't know why there's no audio, but
that's all right. That's all right.
Y'all can go watch it. Yep. And right after that, she punched me right in the face.
Right in the face.
Kicked me right in the dick.
Right in the face.
Threw me off the stage.
Poor bastard.
I couldn't have been happier.
Very nice.
I tell you what, I gotta say I'm a little jealous because I didn't make the Bound for Glory vlog, but hey, that's still awesome. Represented.
Hey, you represent Hemi too.
Yeah, you made the NWA vlog that nobody's watching. I'm a star. You're trash, Jaybone. Get on my level.
Jaybone, see what happens when you back the NWA and Jim Cornette decides to shit on things and can't tank the ratings.
That's going to be the highest rated Ethan Page vlog ever because I'm in it. Because I'm a star.
Jay was on his way to be a star with the several vlog appearances for the NWA, and then Jim Cornette screwed you, Jay.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, hey, I think BQ might have a slot for you on his NWA show review or something like that.
That's right. Maybe he's doing that. All right, boys. So we're back. I am back from traveling around the world. I literally just finished the episode. I went through 5 time zones in 22 hours. Insane. I just finished the episode before we started going live, so I am caught up. I'm up to date. Everything's up to date. But I do want to do an IPWF add-on to Jay and Nicole's show. I think I might throw that on the OG channel. I just want to talk about it because it was a fucking blast. So,
oh yeah. Oh, Jaybone, you better get these comments up. Kyle is a boss.
Yeah,
Jaybone, get on Kyle's level. Kyle is the man. He is a star. You're holding me down, Jaybone. You're holding me back.
But I'm also trying not to cover up, the host constantly.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
I'm the host. I'm the star, damn it.
I guess he's a star. Why don't you move him to the bottom screen?
You know what? One appearance on Ethan Page's vlog, and my head is this big.
Here, should I go like this? I'm not that tall, Jaybone. Unless you can split this up differently. That's you tell me. Oh, wait, while you're looking at that.
I mean, there's this, but then you got no wiggle room. So I don't know what you guys prefer.
Man in a box, like Alice in Chains over here. But Kyle, nice Wolves shirt. Is that a Wolves shirt?
Oh, it's a classic. This is when we first met. This is the shirt I was wearing.
I like this one. This is great.
Nice.
When we went on our first date, Trent, I was wearing that shirt.
I got a photo of that first day on that wall.
Then you got your manly mayonnaise all over my shirt, so I had to put some extra ties on it after the date.
You were late. Okay. You were late to said first date, but I got that photo of us on that wall right there. But all right, boys, we are here to talk about the December 3rd episode of Impact Wrestling on Access TV, live from the Melrose Ballroom, where Kyle was in the house.
And Bison. Shout out to
sitting next to
our
Bison.
United Kingdom friend, Bison.
Bison in the UK.
He'll be on next week to talk about it.
Bison's going to join us next week. He sat next to Kyle. He brought Kyle gifts from the UK.
Because I'm a star. I'm a damn star.
He brought Kyle gifts.
Elevation X. Except we will not be hanging the belt. We will be hanging the rights to Jaybone Star. I'm just kidding.
All right, that's that. We have decided. You promised to cut that shit out.
Sorry.
But we're gonna talk about this episode, guys. We're getting there. But it was, summing it up. Nice little break. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We are going to definitely jump into this right now. So let's jump in, guys. All right. Kicked it off. We had Eddie Edwards and Brian Cage in a one-on-one, a bangerama of a match. I shouldn't say banger. That's almost that phrase, Austin. This was a banger of a match.
It's in a bangerama.
But this was interrupted. It was already a damn good match, but Michael Elgin comes out, interrupts them, and all of a sudden turns into a three-way dance. My gripe with this, guys, is that all of a sudden it was just a three-way match. There was no like Josh just got on the microphone and was like, hey, as a result of that, it's a three-way match. But it's like, where was the announcement? Like, what was the announcement to the live crowd, Kyle? Like, what did they tell you guys live that this turned into?
So we weren't exactly told. This is one of those things, they throw the match out there. But you know what? I don't mind because it gives you a reason to go home and rewatch the show. And, there's a whole nother element to it. It's not like I'm going to watch and I'm going to know everything that happens. I got to see the backstage stuff. I got to see. You kind of watch the tapings out of context, out of order. Like, for example, in this episode, you saw me with my Ace Austin shirt, but I was wearing a Hemi shirt the first night. So I guess throughout both nights, they film everything, and then they cut and paste it together. And then, they add the backstage stuff, but I don't mind. That's fine with me. That's
true. That's very true. Well, it was, like I said, my thing was with this match, it's like all of a sudden, okay, it's a three-way match. Now, that being said, when it was a three-way match, that was a badass match, guys.
If you thought it was good, you had to have seen it in person.
It looked amazing.
Stole the show.
Jay, your thoughts on this one? I loved it, man.
They were 10 minutes in before Elgin showed up, and I was on the edge of my seat. I mean, these two knocked it out of the park. They made a comment in the beginning. Don Callis and Josh Matthews talking about how this was kind of I'm paraphrasing here because I don't think they said fantasy match, but saying that they've been wanting this match for a long time. And I was like, sometimes you see a match and it's like, wait a minute, these two haven't faced each other before? And I did a little search on YouTube. They have faced each other before, but not on Impact Wrestling. They faced each other at the first Warrior Wrestling in Chicago and then like 5 years prior somewhere else.
That's right. They did. That's right. This was just an incredible match. It just shows, sometimes you forget. I mean, we know how good Brian Cage is in his athleticism, his strength, his charisma in the ring, and his lucha style that is just, bar none, some of the greatest for a big guy, for someone his size. And you forget once in a while how damn good Eddie Edwards is, because he's so busy being crazy and calling inanimate objects names with people and all that kind of crazy shit. What's the trophy's name? Timmy the Trophy?
That's Timmy the Trophy. Yeah, exactly.
And he's drinking out of it. Not sure what, but he's drinking something out of it.
So hammered.
So he's so busy being crazy, you forget how good he is in the ring, because he's been doing this shtick since the whole thing with his busted eye and Sami Callihan a year and a half ago, whatever it's been. And whereas before that, he was pretty, clean cut, but still epic in the ring. So this was just a nice reminder how just freaking awesome he is in the ring. And the strength and it just how well these two worked back and forth. It's like some of the strength moves that Eddie Edwards pulled off, but obviously it's with I don't want to say help, but with the help of Brian Cage. They did some amazing things in this match before Elgin came in.
Aaron Jack wants to know what the crowd was like in person, because they sounded loud on TV. Very loud. It was like a rock concert. I should have brought a pair of earplugs because my ears were ringing after the show. They were very loud.
Again, I want to touch back on the live aspect of this, man. It seemed like you guys were super and there was one dude in the front row who was like stage right, who was losing his fucking mind.
Oh my God. Trent, I promise you, and I'm not just saying this, that was the best triple threat match I've ever seen, not just in person, but probably on TV. Because triple threat matches are very hard to pull off. But these guys proved why they all are title contenders and that they can go. Fucking fantastic. That was a
Awesome.
5-star match. I will say it was a 5-star match.
Awesome.
I'm not whoever does that. Is it Meltzer?
This is interesting.
Ooh.
Would you like to see Impact Wrestling team up with NWA for a one-night only pay-per-view show in the future? Yes or no?
They said they didn't want to, right? The NWA already said no.
If it's something like they did with Lucha Underground, yeah, I'd be fine with. But I feel like the NWA's got to like throw some more content out there to get a little more established. Not that they're not already doing good stuff, in my opinion, which I'm not going to get into a review here. But I mean,
let it loose, Kyle. Drill him. Here he goes. Kill him. Take him out.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek, by the way.
Did he die? No,
I think so. I think so.
No, he didn't die.
He died. Rest in peace.
No.
Did he? I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I think he's alive, man.
I think he's alive.
We're gonna get our first thumbs down.
Shit.
No, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I think the circumstances have to be proper. I think we got to wait a little bit because the NWA is just damn fresh. You know, they're about as fresh as AEW, for crying out loud. I mean, let's give it some time.
All right.
You want to know how I feel about that?
Yeah, here we go.
Uh-oh.
I knew it.
Thumbs down!
Thumbs down. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I mean, first off, Billy Corgan went out of his way to say publicly that he will not be working with Impact Wrestling. That's spiteful. That's not for no reason. We're open to working with any and all promotions except for Impact Wrestling. Fuck the NWA. You know what? I do want to see Impact work with NWA. I want to see Ed Nordholm drop a bag of money on their fucking heads and buy them out and put their 10 episodes on the Impact Plus app. That's what I want.
Shit.
For them. And then I didn't watch it because I don't watch it. Now, I'm progressive with wrestling. I like there being a lot of options, a lot of places for guys to work realistically. But I was told that Whoopsie's with me. He doesn't want to see that shit. And I heard that last week somewhere on NWA's show they threw a shot at Impact or TNA for that matter. Jaybone, I know you watched it, so can you confirm? Because I know that you watched it. Because you watch everything.
It's because Aldous and James Storm have history together in the classic TNA from the old regime.
Yeah. James Storm threw Magnus's wife, Mickey James, off the train tracks.
That's right. He killed her.
I saw it. He killed her. I saw it. It was awesome.
I think they buried her right next to Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's all right. Let's move on here, boys.
So yeah, bottom line, no, I do not want to see NWA work with Impact. If anybody else feels differently, loungers, let us know in the chat. But let's get on with the review.
We don't need it. Okay, we're going to the treehouse, Kyle, your favorite segment, and Trey's mom is there. Trey's mom is in the treehouse, and she's
certified MILF.
She's milfing it in the treehouse, and she's got Dez and Zach just drooling. She's, Trey gets a little embarrassed. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? You can't come to ringside, blah, blah, blah. But she said she's going to make him his meatloaf, and she'll be ringside. She's not listening to him. Dez and Wentz are hot for teacher on this one, guys. So let's, I like the treehouse is always a hit. I like the Trey's mom thing. I like where it's at, where it's going. I don't know, but it's fun for now. But Trey is the #1 contender for the X Division title. So does the mom get involved in the X Division title match against Ace Austin? Because Ace, as we know, is pursuing the mom. Does she turn on Trey? Lots of options here. We're going to find out at Hard to Kill.
You think somebody's mother would turn on their son? I don't know.
It's amazing if it happens. Think about it. It's never happened.
It's fantastic. It's
It'd
great.
be awesome if it happens. Let's just put that out there. All right.
I can't imagine her turning on her son and getting all sleazy with Ace Austin.
It'd be awesome if it happened.
And you know what? Ace Austin, he couldn't pull off Alicia Edwards, so maybe he could get this one. Maybe he can pull this one off.
That's true. I mean, he went for wives. Now it's moms. It's one or the other.
It's been a bangorama.
It's going to be one. It's going to be a bangorama for sure.
It's going to be a bangorama.
I gotta say though, I am curious about one thing. I am of a bit of a chef in the kitchen, and I'm curious how that Meatloaf is from Trey's mom.
I don't know if she actually met Meatloaf. Maybe she did. I don't know. She
mentioned she said she was making meatloaf, and then everybody got excited and started to leave. And
I'm biting my tongue because it would be way too disgusting. Even I have limits.
Yeah. Jeez, now we know it's bad. If Kyle's gonna edit himself, it's probably pretty bad. Let's just keep it there. Moose is on the streets of New York City, and he jumps over by one of the local parks. A couple of the locals there know who he is, and like, oh man, you're Moose. Talked about he wants to play some basketball with them, and
in my ass.
And those guys knew
basketball in his ass.
In his ass. Those guys knew what he did to the tennis guy. Like, I don't know, Moose, you kind of beat up the tennis player. I don't know if we want to play ball with you. But he says, if I make this shot, guys, I'll take you out for beers. We'll have a good time. Anyway, Moose he drills the shot. Nice shot. Bill Mack, what's up? Drills the shot. And then instead of buying the guys beers, who they're very excited to start drinking, he beat the shit out of him, attacked him, left him laying, Fresh Prince style on the basketball court, trouble on the b-ball court outside of the school, where a couple of mooses were up to no good. So, Kyle, this is New York City. I mean, usually, from what I understand, you New Yorkers, if that happens, you'd usually call some boys up and they would have come over and taken Moose out. But it looks like it didn't happen.
Some New Yorkers, I would probably call the police because I'm, but I don't, I don't.
That's how we roll in Long Island.
That's how we roll. I'm from the Long Island suburbs, man. I ain't no city boy.
We call now. I just saw a comment from Kirkle Sting. I did see a photo. I didn't know what happened though. Did Moose hurt his knee? What the hell happened to Moose's knee? I saw something. I saw a photo and I hope he's not out. Moose. I don't know.
I think that was. It might have been something that happened when he proposed to Blondie or something.
Moose is now engaged. He's an engaged man to a tall Scandinavian woman, I think. But I did. Moose has been putting a lot of photos with the upcoming Mrs. Moose. So, but I don't know how. Maybe you heard it. Yeah, maybe you hurt his knee proposing, man.
Trent, don't call your girlfriend Mrs. Moose. That's not right. Don't do that. Don't do that. She's yours.
For those of you who don't know, one of the gentlemen on the court here that have been mentioned by Alicia is Casey Navarro. Now, I'm not familiar with him, but if you do watch the rest of that vlog that we showed the clip where Kyle's
I started my vlog, yes.
Kyle's vlog.
Ethan, well, it's Ethan's vlog. Well, anyways, Casey Navarro is in it.
Shit. Okay. All right. Well, Casey Navarro. Good to know.
Yeah. It's backstage stuff, but he's in it. He actually takes the camera for a while and does a little
nice
promo. Yeah.
He was the dark-haired one, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice.
He's the one that pissed himself off camera, right? Yeah.
Trent, you notice anything wrong going on behind me?
What do we got here? What's behind you? We got it's still November.
Still November. You guys continue. I got to change the impact.
What is December? I haven't changed mine. I was out for the last week. I haven't changed mine. I got the same. I gave Kyle that calendar, everybody. Last year, I homecoming. I gave Kyle that calendar. Snitching like 69 guys. All right, let's move on here though. Again, as what we didn't mention, Jay, at the beginning of this was that this is ODB Appreciation Day, right?
Yes.
So this was ODB's appreciation show. All ticket proceeds went to ODB because her food truck burned down. And ODB was setting up her life after wrestling. I did meet her during the food truck run. So she had a pretty cool thing going on, man. Let's get Kyle back in over here. I want to ask. So Kyle, we're talking about how this was ODB Appreciation Night. So how was the ovation for ODB when she got in the ring, man? It was kind of cool to see her back there after a long time.
Felt good. It felt good to have a legend back in the house, man, and for a good cause.
Yeah.
For a good cause. Now, I will say, before they announced her, it's a fundraiser for her, proceeds are going for her and her food truck, I was expecting them, and you guys remember, because I believe we talked about it on the show, they originally announced that they were going to do like a Joey Ryan birthday bash. But I guess they didn't do any of that. I was there both nights. That did not happen. No mention of Joey Ryan's birthday. I guess for a better cause, instead of a dick party, they had a nice little fundraiser for ODB.
Is
But-
that why he looked so sad backstage and just
I
kind
guess
of to
so.
himself?
I guess so.
Poor
You know,
guy.
whatever. You know, maybe they had a cake for
He
him,
was just-
catering or something. Who knows?
He was
Poor
just
guy.
kind of.
Yeah, but you know what? It was great. The fans were on their feet. A lot of applause, whole lot of ovation. That is until
Here we go.
La
Here we
güera loca.
Damn. She had to come. She had to fuck. This was an emotion. The ODB was crying. She was tearing up in the ring. She was tearing up.
What a scumbag.
And
I haven't done it in a while, Trent, but I will say, even though we're this early in the show, now that we're bringing back Scumbag of the Week as its own show next week, tune into our channel, which, by the way, there will be some throwback podcasts on there as well. Go on
We're
YouTube.
starting that.
Type in
Yep.
Total Nonstop Impact on our other channel. So I won't be doing Scumbag of the Week here on the show ever again. That's why we kind of phased it out. It'll be its own video on our other YouTube channel. But for the last time on this review, I will nominate a Scumbag of the Week, and it has to be Taya Valkyrie.
Who else
How
can it
dare
be?
she? How dare she? And now,
Who else
Trent,
can it be?
Trent, you're telling me that you said off air while watching the show, you clearly heard me scream Scumbag?
Oh, dude, it was awesome. I rewound it even. I'm watching the show. Taya's getting in the ring. I hear, "You scumbag!"
I'm gonna have to get a soundbite of that for next week.
And I'm like, that
Yeah,
sounds like Kyle.
I was listening for it. I didn't.
It
Hear
was him. It was it. And I rewound it, and I'm like, holy shit, that was Kyle. So if you guys go back and watch the episode, when Kaya's getting in the ring during this segment, you hear scumbag. It's totally Kyle's voice. 100% Kyle's voice. But this was interesting. I mean, it sucks about what happened to ODB. It's a bummer. She shit on her insurance company. That sucks. Awesome that Impact is giving her the money to restart her life again. I love that. To me, I watched the entire ODB run. To me, it was awesome to see them take care of one of their own, you know, and I think she was very touched by that too. She looked emotional.
She's not even an official roster member. She's just a legend.
She's
not.
a legend.
She's not signing
Four-time
no deal.
knockouts champ. But you know, she's
got a lot of history with the company.
Yeah. Honoring a
Big
legend.
Yeah.
I loved it, man. I thought that was a really classy thing. And I like, you know what? She even got another run out of it today. He got involved with Taya. I mean, she got to square off with the knockouts champion, the knocked up champion versus the knockouts champion. And the match was scheduled for later that day. That was pretty cool.
The most, what did she call it? The most intoxicated knockout ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which now, again, this is another thing I had, Kyle. Now, did they announce this match to you guys after this? Because all of a sudden I'm watching the show and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's the match later on tonight. Like, I want to see more announcements happen. Like the Elgin thing, it would have been nice if, like, you know, the announcer got on and said, ladies and gentlemen, this is now a three-way match. Referee's decision. Michael Elgin's been added to this match. Like something to tell me why that match is on the show as it is. Same with the ODB one.
I hear you, Trent, but I mean,
they did that
came
during
out
the
there,
commercial.
initiated the beef. You know, that's how it had to go.
That's true. What are you saying, Jaybone?
They did that with Elgin just as they were going into commercial.
But like, I want to know why. You know, I want to know like whose decision was it to add. All of a sudden, it's like anybody can't just interfere in a show or in a match and be like, oh, you get added to the match.
He walked in because they showed the footage going into the episode of him getting DQ'd from the main event.
Yeah.
And then they showed him walking in the building, and what's the new young lady backstage? It's escaping me. Excuse me. Gabby Loren.
Gabby Loren. Yep.
Yeah, and she was interviewing him, and then he told her something. But that was him leading into getting in the ring and letting out his frustration. So that's kind of where that's from.
That's all fine. I just want it to be where. Give me a reason. Give me the logic behind adding him, though. That's the thing. So, who added him? Who gave the okay to say, all right, yeah, it's a three-way match now? You know, same with the ODB thing. Who gave the okay to say, oh well, Taya interrupted you. You can have a match with her now. You know,
they got to keep throwing it back to Josh and Don at the table to just recap you. You know, you gotta do that a little more often.
So you're saying you want to see more of someone like Scott D'Amore actually come out and be an authority figure once in a while?
I don't want to see an authority figure. I'm okay if it's the referee's decision even. You know, in the Elgin situation, a situation like this with ODB, I wouldn't mind some kind of word. Like Josh Matthews was already there, you know, and Josh can get on and say, we just heard from the back, ladies and gentlemen. Management has said that tonight will be blah, blah, blah. Like, give me some logic behind the decision. It can't just be like, oh, here you go. Give me a little something. It might take an extra 30 seconds, but I think it'll add so much more to the segment.
Yeah.
Comments, Jaybone, comments.
Comments. Let's see what we got. Let's do a little comment break. What do we got? What do we got? A comment break. What do we got here?
Lauren is from AfterBuzz. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. So far, so good with Gabby Lauren. I'm okay with her so far.
Want Melissa back?
I do miss Melissa. She's still doing Twitch from home. I don't know what her reason is for being off, but Melissa's still keeping busy with Twitch. What else we got here? Next week, right, Jay?
I don't know what day, but new content on the original, the OG channel. So make sure you guys go to the OG channel, the Impact, not the Impact, the Total Nonstop Impact channel. Go sub, hit that notifications button so you know when we're putting the stuff out.
How about this? So Jay and I are aiming to record the episode 1 of the Throwback Show on Sunday, this coming Sunday night. We're not sure if we're going to do it live or tape it. Let's get some feedback. But if you guys want to go on Impact Plus or Impact's YouTube channel, they do have the first NWA TNA show on there for free. Give it a watch.
No. Don't be a freeloader. Buy a damn Impact Plus.
Buy Impact Plus.
I got one. Support the good people behind Impact Wrestling.
They put it on their YouTube though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Get your hook.
Watch that.
So too.
And that's why they show. I know some people complain about them throwing all the classic content out there. The reason for that is they're trying to show that how good it was.
Yeah.
The positive moments, and they want you to get Impact Plus.
They got to get you hooked like a good drug dealer. You get a little free sample here, get you hooked, get you jonesing. You need some more of the shit. And then, you just start dumping all your money at them. That's how it works.
Here's the thing, though, and not to deviate too much from the review. We'll get back in a second. But
what we do.
BQ is really against the clips and when they use people not on the roster. But you guys just said, the reason is, like, if you're a new Impact fan, you see a clip and they show, like, hey, it's Mickie James and ODB. Somebody can be watching it going, oh, shit, I know that ODB chick was a wrestler. Oh, Mickie James from SmackDown. I didn't know she was in Impact. What the hell? That's the idea behind it. I get what BQ's saying, man, but I'm all for the old stuff too, just to show people what the history of the company.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what, Trent? While you're on that subject, let me just say, I appreciate that BQ gives us this platform. He's a nice guy. I like him. But I really don't agree with any of his opinions anymore. I don't. Every day I look at Facebook and he just says stuff that makes me cringe. I do not see eye to eye with BQ about anything.
Yeah, I gotta agree. There's a lot of things lately. BQ and I'm not
Callous, the throwbacks. I'm not one of the party people anymore. Does
he say the party people thing anymore? I don't think he does. But I'm in the same boat. I think we're looking at it from different eyes lately, especially the way our show looks at things and the way BQ's doing it. But
hey, there's variety within the channel. We got opinions. He's got opinions. You've got opinions listening right now, whether you're watching on YouTube or catching us on a podcast stream. Everyone's got a different opinion.
Yeah, we're not going to be. We're not sitting there completely showing each other. That's the idea, where we're going to have our own individual thoughts. But
absolutely.
Okay. We go to a press conference, guys. It's Sami and Tessa, just kind of hyping up Hard to Kill. Gets a little heated, Sami basically has told her he's not going to hold back. He's going to crack her fucking skull open. A lot of beeps and blues. I think an F-bomb made it through. Jaybone, you're good. You're a detail guy. Did I hear an F-bomb make it through on Access TV? Because I could have sworn I did.
You know what he said, but no, they did censor it.
Okay, I thought one did make it through.
They censored all of his cuss as he was going off stage at the end. He said bullshit a couple times. They censored all of them. Yeah.
Sami is notorious.
It was heated. It was hot though. I liked it. It's intense. It's trying to get you for those who are not. And look, I get it. I get that there's some people out there who are not excited for Tessa versus Sami. And this is part of trying to build that up. We got 40 days until the pay-per-view. So it's going to be a slow burn, so we'll see,
Yeah, it's going to be a build. 40 days with holidays in between is not a lot of time. I see. Hey, look, he heard it too. I could have sworn that one F-bomb slipped through, guys.
The dump button slips sometimes.
It does. But 40 days with the holidays in between is not a lot of time. Honestly, it really is. Like, you got more like 25 days. Because remember, people's attentions are off. They're not really, they're thinking holiday shit. You got like 25 days to really just build this thing up. Because you got that go-home week. It's like not a lot of time. And you got to get people excited about it. So I'm excited about it myself already. I'm excited because I'm going, but I do want to see a really strong build for this. I think you gotta sell this heavy because people are really skeptical about a woman going for the men's, well, not really the men's title, but the world title, which is predominantly held by men this whole time. You got to really sell this one hard. It's going to take a lot of work.
And you know what? So many people I feel like are afraid. They're
afraid,
scared of Tessa competing for the world championship. And I feel like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, who cares that she's a woman? It's a different time, man. It's just, that's how it's going to go. And she deserves it. She's earned the spot. She's a machine. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like it comes from a place of sexism in a lot of the cases. People are afraid. They're scared of it. But me personally, I want to see Sami versus Tessa, and I do want to see Tessa get the belt down the line because she is sicker than your average, just like Biggie.
Yeah. Sicker than your average.
Sicker than your average.
What were you going to say, Jay? You had something to say about this?
Oh, there's so many times in wrestling history where women got up to a certain level where they could have done something with that, but they didn't have that. They had that block. They had that block of, okay, but we're only going to put the women up this tall and do this with the women across the board. And then we're going to feature the women this specific way on this brand. Now you've got a brand like Impact Wrestling that are like, screw all the old way of thinking. If we've got a woman on our roster who is one of the hardest working pro wrestlers, not going to put a label, men, women, no, screw the labels. She's someone special.
Yeah.
Not that the other women aren't special. Don't take it as that. But she is special. And it's not even the name because she could be the name and she could be dog shit. She's not though. She's incredible.
She's absolutely great. And I think if anyone's gonna get this chance to try this out with, Tessa's the most credible one to do it.
Oh yeah.
So this will be fun.
And props to Sami because not all guys would be willing to do this. It shows how
much
of a professional he is.
He is the best in the game. He is the best in the game today, hands down. He's gonna work with her. And he's going to give, Sami's generous. He's going to give her the fucking world and she's going to deliver it for sure. I know it. You can already see, because you see the other two matches. They've delivered each time. This is going to be a hit. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a great hit.
It is. So. And if you want to understand the thinking behind Sami, please go watch those two specials that we've talked about on here on the YouTube channel from the Fight Network. Excuse me. And it's you've never seen a side like Sami like this before. I mean, usually he's pretty, screw everyone. I can't do the voice like Trent can, but
it'll come out later.
Yeah,
or it can come out right now because you can't get that voice right.
Sami,
there you go. Where'd you
come
from?
So I agree with you, Jay.
Go watch them, and you'll get inside the mind of Trent, and of Sami, and
the mind of Trent.
It's really screwing me up here.
I'm in your head, Jaybone, and what you don't know is that you don't know anything. That's what you don't know. I'm starting
to think that.
Hey, Sami, tell Jaybone to keep hitting the comments.
Jaybone, you're doing not what you're supposed to be doing with the comments.
Just all of them. Just click. As
Just
you're
click.
speaking, just click.
I don't care if you cover my face. You can keep those comments.
The reason I'm busting your ass is because when the people watch the podcast after it's recorded, the post listeners, the ghosters, we need the loungers to be part of the show.
We love the loungers. We love the comments.
You do the bits. I'll do the comments.
All right. Shit. All right, we got heat. We got major heat. We got heat. I'm Sweden over. I'm neutral as shit. I'm right. That's why I'm in the middle. I'm getting my face covered, but I'm neutral on this.
Yeah, you gotta stick your head up a little, Trey. You know,
I'm trying to adjust the camera here so I can. Here we go.
Booster seat or something.
I need a better. I'm starting a GoFundMe, gentlemen, for a better desk chair. I need a better desk chair.
Stack of phone books.
Yes, that's what I need. I'm only 5'8", guys. I need either a better chair, some phone books, or a GoFundMe account to start getting me a better chair. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep going. We go to a 6-man Rascals taking on Ace Austin and the Reno Scum. Your favorites, Kyle, the Reno Scum. I think they look fantastic in this match. This was one of the Reno Scum's best performances. The pairing with Ace Austin has been fantastic. Mama Miguel ringside, smoking at ringside, just driving all the fans wild out there.
The Mizarks.
The Mizarks, brother. The Mizarks.
Mizarks and Rizats.
The Mizarks and Rizats going nuts. But she's out there cheering on her little baby boy. It was that Trey looked fucking great in this match. But what it reminded me of was when you're a little kid and like the first girl you try to impress in life is your mom. That's totally what it was.
He brought his mom to the prom.
Dude, I mean, every boy grows up wanting his mom's validation. Mom, like you want the first girl you try to impress is your mom. And dude, Trey was trying to make his mom proud in the audience right there, man. It looked awesome. But he did fucking great. I thought Thornstowe looked phenomenal. Thornstowe looked phenomenal in this match too. So they did great. This was a fantastic match, but the finish was great. Distractions all around. And Thornstowe schoolboy went for the win after the hot fire flame got thrown off. So perfect match, start to finish. Soup to nuts, as you guys say in New York there, Kyle. Soup to nuts.
Nuts.
What did you guys think of this? Jay, let me start with you.
Soup to nuts.
Soup to nuts. It's an East Coast expression. I think Alicia's from the East Coast. She can verify this too. Soup to nuts means the complete thing, the complete story.
I've never heard of that before. I'm not an East Coast guy, but okay.
Start to finish, soup to nuts. Soup to nuts.
And that was one unique thing about this episode. See, I can't see. I'm trying to come across with a thought, and I can't click and talk at the same time. So just bear with me here.
He's pissed. He's fucking hot at you, Kyle. He's gonna reach to this camera and kick your fucking ass.
I bust balls. It's what I do.
There's so much heat right now in the.
They're 45-year-old balls. I must have bust for Christ's sake.
The Impact Awards are going on right now, guys, and you guys can write in Jaybone versus Kyle. I mean,
right.
Hey, whatever happened to those podcast awards? Did we win anything?
That is Saturday. Go to the Wrestle Hub YouTube
We gonna win? Yeah. Jaybone, I didn't appreciate your doubt about us maybe getting podcast of the year. I mean, you're like, I don't think we're gonna win that one. Maybe we'll win another one. God damn it, we're gonna win one.
We weren't nominated, but we were nominated in several others. So we've got a hell of a hardcore group,
That's true.
The lounge fans, the Total Nonstop Impact fans, the Smash This Podcast fans.
So there's a time and place for that.
So much heat right now. So much heat.
And speaking of the loungers, fellas, the TNI line, the hotline is open. That number is 631-238-1514. Anybody wants to talk on the show, the hotline is open.
Oh, wait.
This is our new. I didn't even tell you about this. This is our new gimmick. I'm going to open the line at random points in the show. You want to?
Oh my God!
You want to give us your 2 cents of where we are on the review, or comment, question, concern, any of that? 631-238-1514. That is the number.
When the hell did this start? You sprung this on us?
I'm just dropping it.
This is great. This is great. I like it. Call the show.
Keep that up.
Keep that one up for a little bit. You can cover my face now. This is great. I want a call to come in right now live. Somebody call that number right now. I mean, God, this isn't a prank. No, this isn't like some 900 numbers.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I hope that we don't get like rickrolled or something. That would be bad, but
That'd be bad. That'd be bad. Awesome. All right, we're gonna wait for a call. While we wait for a call to come in, Jordan Grace comes to the back, and she's basically talking to ODB about, hey, I know you weren't expecting to wrestle, blah blah blah, and ODB just
that match
tears
was
in
great, by the way.
Great match, yeah. But ODB tears into Jordan Grace like, yeah, I know you got her match coming up with her, blah blah blah, and I'm not gonna hold back. And Jordan Grace is like, wow, okay, well, I'll just come to give you some money for your GoFundMe, but okay, well, I guess you're kind of being a shithead to me, so good luck. But it's a just mirror to Jordan Grace look great, and she looks so different in that segment.
She always looks great.
No, like she did something different. She looked fantastic back there. She just looked so different. I didn't recognize her at first.
She's gone through quite the transformation since joining the roster. When she joined, she was, she was an ass kicker, but she didn't have a lot of presence. Now it's like, when she walks in the room, it's like, oh, it's Jordan Grace.
She totally owned that segment, man. She looked, the confidence, the look, the fashion. She is definitely up the game. I gotta give it to her. She looked awesome. I like the whole thing. It was great. It was a cool little segment. Does it lead to? I don't want you to spoil anything, Kyle. Does it lead to a match between Jordan Grace and ODB? Perhaps.
I say nothing.
You say nothing. Don't say nothing. I don't want to hear anything. Plead the fifth. Please do. But because I was like already feeling that, and I'm like, this would be fantastic if that happens. Your phone's charge your phone. Who has no calls? Nobody?
First off, we gotta test the line and make sure it actually works. So if anybody wants to call in, you're doing us a favor. Because that's how we roll around here. We are the most professional, unprofessional podcast.
This is great. It's
the lounge line, baby.
You should call it, Jay. You should totally call the number. Hey, this is Jason Bone from Wisconsin. I'd like to talk to Kyle. Are you really calling this?
Someone's got to call in.
How are none of you calling? I'm surprised.
We get all these loungers.
I thought people
all these commenters. I thought they were going to dive right in.
I thought so.
It was a surprise.
Apparently,
TNI hotline.
Apparently, I can't read for shit.
Come on, Grandpa.
We're waiting for that. Joey Ryan's on his phone, looking bummed, I guess, because his birthday surprise didn't happen.
Ruined.
But Swinger comes in, talks about the Rizats and the Mizarks, says, "Hey, look, me and you should form a little group. We should be a team. We should be buddies. Come out, I'd be my young boy. Come out there during my match against Petey Williams." And Ryan kind of looks a
Total Nonstop Impact talk for Impact fans. Jaybone?
Who's that?
Says he's on the line. I picked up the call. Jaybone's got that Wisconsin service, man.
Jay, did you call in?
I got it right here. Look, Jaybone. Oh no, I can't show Jaybone's phone number. I'm not going to give that to the lounge.
There's nothing.
What do you mean?
The
it's
line's
coming through the speakers.
I can hear you here. I cannot hear you here.
I can hear you. Jaybone, you're running through the speaker right now. We're 40 seconds into the call. Jaybone, talk. Listen.
Yeah, there's zero. Oh, wait a minute.
You're coming out of the speaker.
It's working, Jay.
You're on the line. What can I do for you, sir?
Yeah, except I can't hear you here.
Yes, you can. You can.
You're
lying. You're lying, Jaybone.
How about this, gentlemen? Jaybone cut off. Sid Bones tried calling it. He said it didn't work. Sid Bones, give it another shot. Get on the goddamn phone. Let's try this out. Let's see what happens here.
It's the TNI hotline.
While we're waiting for Sid Bones to call in, Joey Ryan didn't look too interested, but just kind of faked it. I was like, oh, okay, great. I'll be right out there with you. No problem. So full of shit. Had no interest in hanging out with the Swingman. But I would love for these two to form a tag team, guys. I think this would be fun.
Up.
There we go. Here we go.
The TNI line is someone's calling it.
This is
Total Nonstop Impact talk for Impact fans. They hung up. I'm not going to give the number, but 870-321. I heard myself in the call, so I know they were listening to us. You know how radio hosts say turn your radio down? He didn't turn his radio down. I heard myself. Wait. We're getting another call. 870. Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans. Hello? I can hear myself.
Why are we echoing?
Yes.
Hello?
What's up?
Is this working? I can hear.
Can you guys hear him?
You got to turn down. You got to turn down your YouTube.
Hey.
You got to turn down your
Turn down the YouTube, sir.
This is Kobe.
Colby? Hold on a second. Let's get this louder. Here we go. All right, Colby, speak.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, there we
Colby,
go. Very nice.
the great Colby Cooper himself.
You charge your
Yeah,
phone.
I was just wanting y'all's thoughts on Taya Valkyrie, if she's going to leave with her husband or whatever. But you guys aren't ready to have that conversation.
Oh,
right
we
now.
are. And
We'll
look.
talk about it right now.
Everything is on the table,
I feel
Colby.
like it has to be talked about now
That's
that
what
her
I'm saying.
husband is with.
But Colby, before we answer your question, how you doing, buddy? It's good to hear from you. You
Okay.
are the first caller on the TNI hotline. I hope you take that as a badge of honor.
I hope he does too.
Colby?
We
I'm
lost
doing
him.
well.
Oh,
I got
All right.
Golden Circle tickets for Hard to Kill, so
Oh,
I'm
shit.
excited to go back to Dallas.
Very nice.
Got your
Very
hard to
nice.
kill tickets? You gonna eat some what do they eat in Texas, Trent?
Barbecue.
Well, you gonna eat some barbecue with Trent at the TNI barbecue party?
Let's do it.
Everything's big in Texas.
Oh yeah. But
Brisket.
Brisket,
brisket. I
babe.
just had some brisket the other night. But Colby, your original question: do you think that Taya is going to go off to the Mick Illuminati land with her husband, Johnny Impact, now known as Johnny Morrison? Now, let me say it like this. I'll go first, and then I'll pass it
The
around.
Evil E Empire.
Yes,
The
yes.
Evil
The
Empire.
evil E, the Mick Illuminati. Yeah, I want to own the world. Yeah.
Hey, pal. Hey,
Shit.
Oh, yeah. So, Colby, I think that I'm happy for Johnny. And somewhere down the line, not now, I will be happy for... Oh, bye, Alicia. Alicia just left. I
Yeah.
will be happy for Taya if she goes later on. Right now, she's in Impact. She's our Knockouts champion. She's still got a lot to do. But someday, when she makes all the rounds, she runs out of opponents, I'll be happy for her if she goes off to McMahon Land. And I say that to say this. I hate the WWE. I don't watch the WWE. But as much as I like Five Guys more than McDonald's, McDonald's will always be McDonald's. Technically, from a corporate standpoint, you cannot compete with McDonald's. And I get
No.
that. So for her to prove herself as, the ultimate professional wrestler, you have to do a run in that company at some
agree.
point. You got to get the action figure. You got to get on the video games, WrestleMania, all that bullshit. Even though I'm not interested in it, it's the cherry on top of a wrestling career. Jaybone and Trent might disagree. That's my take on it. Bottom line, I don't want her to go anytime soon, but if it's down the line when she's done with Impact, I'll be happy for her. Now I pass the Jaybone over to Jaybone.
There you go. J-Bone, take the bone.
And I agree with you. And I've said this before too, just to add on to that. It's you never know what the individual dreams are of professional wrestlers. Some put them out there, some don't. We don't know what Taya's ultimate dream is. There's plenty of men and women out there that are together, buried in a relationship, that are in separate companies. I don't need to list them all. You guys know most of them that are out there in the public eye. Taya's done. Honestly, yeah, would I like her to stay? Yes, because she's damn good. She's on another level similar to Tessa. I'll say that. Is there a ton more for her to do with the current roster that is there? I'll say no, because the core group that we have, Rosemary, Tessa,
Sue Havoc.
Just
A list.
Kiera Hogan. They've all faced each other a bunch of times and have had tremendous matches against each other. And Taya's been champ how many days now? 300 whatever. what else is there to do besides maybe have something with the newly acclaimed Susie?
It comes down to like what happened with LAX. At a certain point, there's nothing left to do, or you're just beating. You just kind of run through the gamut again.
And it's like a territory thing.
It's a territory thing. You got to keep it fresh. I'm not opposed to her leaving if she really runs through everything. She's the longest reigning of all time Knockouts champion. What else are you going to do?
She's up there. Yeah.
Yes, you can. You put her in a new program? Yes, you can. But Impact's always been a nice growth, fresh talent company. If the time is up, the thing is, the reason I think she's going to go is because her and her husband are extremely close. They loved working at the same company. Working for the WWE, you're separated for a long period of time. So I think I have a feeling she'll go and join them if they take her. Who knows if they do. You never know.
Yeah, and that's not assuming that she's going to go. But if she does decide to, I'm okay with it.
Cool. All right.
Now, Colby, you have any last words for the loungers before we let you go, brother?
Okay.
Colby?
He's got a little delay.
No, that was the thing Critical Sting was trying to call in too.
Oh, Critical Sting's trying to call in. All right. Colby, thank you for your call. Call in again next week. You were the first caller ever.
Thanks, Colby. Let me do another segment, and then we'll take Critical Sting if he wants to call in.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so no, we've run into a bit of a technical error here. Apparently, they get like a 5-second delay.
It's like a 10-second delay.
For like a 10-second delay from where we are. So we're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to, when I take the call, I'm going to unplug my headset so they can hear it clearly out of my computer. You know what I'm saying?
Deal.
That's how we'll do it. We got to figure this out. You know, this isn't a radio station. It's the ghetto over here. But it's going to work. So if
garage.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If anybody else wants to call in, once again, that number is 631-238-1514.
Very nice.
Free.
He's a work in progress.
Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes come out. RVD full heel mode, talking about he's got more priorities as a girlfriend and his girlfriend's girlfriend he's got to take care of. So he's in full scumbag mode.
I love it. His girlfriend's girlfriend.
Dreamer comes out. This is classic New York. Dreamer comes out. The ECW guys again. RVD. He basically puts RVD in a match against Rhino and offers himself as a special referee. He's like, let's do it like we did old school, very ECW throwback. Some people dog the ECW, constant ECW milking here, but here's the thing. The crowd still ends up chanting ECW. Kyle, in the crowd, how was the reaction to RVD Dreamer? Is it all like it's always positive, right?
It's New York, bro. When you come to New York, bro, we love ECW, bro. They do, bro.
They love it.
How it goes. That's why, like, another BQ complaint. The guy has this just grudge, this axe to grind against Tommy Dreamer.
He hates Tommy
I disagree. Tommy Dreamer is today's Terry Funk. He is a legend. He is a locker room vet. I love Tommy, and I don't mind seeing him. I believe BQ said on Facebook yesterday that his balls shriveled up into his stomach when he saw Tommy Dreamer. I believe he said that, and I kind of whinged and cringed at that.
I couldn't believe he said that. He said,
"I literally king, champion."
Swan is backstage with Willie Mack. Willie's putting Swan over for how well he did, you know, in the gauntlet. I mean, everybody's been talking about the gauntlet. It's fantastic how Swan was the MVP of that. The North interrupt and taunt Swan and Mack, and then Swan's like, no, we're gonna focus here. We're coming after the tag team belts. And I didn't get to the number one contendership, but I'm going after the tag team belts. Let's get our head in the game, Willie. But one thing the North threw at Willie, which you could see it threw him off a little bit, was they were like, hey, Willie, maybe you're holding him back. So they planted a little seed there. Not sure where it's going to go, if anywhere. Planted a little seed with that. So we got another call. Is Critical stay on the line or what? We got another call coming in or what?
No, not yet.
Okay, guys, call in if you want. But Gabby Loren, guys, backstage, followed by what happened?
Yo, I just clicked on YouTube to pull up our lounge page so I could get in the comment box and put the phone number up. And I'm sorry to just throw this off, but there's a thumbnail of a YouTuber next to the Impact Lounge bit, and it looks exactly like Jaybone. This is like Jaybone's brother. I'm going to post this in the chat right now. So you, Trent, continue, not to derail everything, but you got to see J-Bone's twin. I'm a little scared. Why did they recommend somebody that looks exactly like J-Bone? In fact, that's what I was going to say. I think this is J-Bone, and he's got a whole nother channel that we don't know about.
It's called Smash This Total Nonstop Impact.
Something like that. Something like that.
J-Bone's been moonlighting behind our back, J-Bone.
Continue.
All right, Fallah Bahh is with Gabby backstage talking about what the Hit Squad did to him and jumped him. He jumps into perfect English and tells her he's coming after them. He's going to fight back. J-Bone, you're a Fallah Bahh guy. I know you got the Fallah Bahh t-shirt. You love the Panda Bears. Fallah Bahh has lost another like 50 pounds, and he's talking perfect English. The rebirth of Fallah Bahh. Give me your thoughts on it, J-Bone.
I need something fresh from Fallah. I love Fallah. He's getting in better shape. I've been talking about this on and off for a while, waiting for not necessarily. Well, I was mentioning like a heel turn. We need something fresh from Fallah, and I don't need. I'm not saying we need a whole new character.
Yeah,
but if it comes to a push,
we got a phone call, boys.
Another call here. Who do we got?
All right,
that's a terrible ringtone.
That's what they gave us. Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. You're on the line. Hello? I don't know. Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Getting a call from South Carolina. Yo!
South Carolina.
You're on the line. Now we're getting cranked. Now we're getting crank calls.
I heard somebody for a second.
I heard like a click. Hello.
You're better off just putting it on speakerphone, Kyle, and just put it up to your mic.
On speakerphone.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
We're not piping this in?
This is on. It was running through the speaker that all of my bytes run out of. But
forget that.
I'm gonna call them back. You want to call us?
Let's do that. Call them back. J-Bone's phone starts ringing. Hello, Professor Bones. You're better off just speakerphoning it, man.
Yeah, no, it's on speaker.
All right,
you get out of the speaker. Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. You're on the line.
Kyle speaking.
Getting text.
Hello. We're gonna keep moving on here until you get that work.
No, until that works out. All right. So we had or
Billy Corrigan calling to cuss out Kyle.
All right.
All right. So KM and somebody mentioned KM and Fallah. Well, great pairing. I wish they got a tag team title run at the time. They didn't. But J-Bone, like you said, fresh thing for Fallah. What do you say, Kyle? You've always been a Fallah Bahh guy. Are you looking forward to the rebirth of Fallah here with the language, the new look? You know, he's down like 150 pounds, man. He's looking great.
Fallah, slim fast Fallah. Guy's looking
slim fast. That's true. That's very true.
J-Bone's AEW friends are trying to call us. I don't watch AEW. I drink it.
Hey, A&W, bro. A&W. I love that Russo was initially calling it A&W.
All right, so the lounge line is closed for the rest of the show. We will take one call every podcast. That's how
it was. It was Critical Sting. He left the guy. He's our walking.
All right. If he calls in, we'll take the call.
All right. Let's keep going here, guys.
And that's why I told you guys when I called in, you don't hear anything on the phone. There was nothing.
Colby heard us. Apparently, Colby did. He spoke.
J-Bone is so. J-Bone's.
I think he heard us. He didn't hear anything on the phone.
Yeah, whatever you got to pipe through, Kyle. Scrap that shit. You got to just speakerphone it regular style. Forget it. Just pipe it in on the.
It's a work in progress, folks.
We'll get there.
All right.
Yeah. We'll get there. Even Bill Mack tried calling through. Guys, we are losing these callers here. Kyle, you have fucked this up.
This is what happens when I throw shit at the wall. Whatever sticks.
J-Bone looks really pissed.
Colby worked. Colby worked.
Oh
the
no, I'm like
feud of the
I'm
year.
reading,
I
I'm
see.
reading, I'm studying.
Feud of the year.
I see like more grays popping into J-Bone's hair, beard over there every few minutes.
Feud of the year, J-Bone and Kyle.
Salt and pepper, motherfucker.
No.
We go to an Impact Plus moment of the week. Don't forget, guys, $8 a month. Get your Impact Plus. ODB and Mickey James. They're kind of refreshing you on ODB for new fans who haven't seen them. She's been gone for a while, so they gave you a little taste of ODB. Eric Young, Joseph Park in the ring. Little ODB versus Mickey James, just to let you know she was a star. She was there for a while. What do we got here? Another call.
So this is me through speaker. Can you guys hear it?
We can hear it. Yeah.
Hello?
All right.
Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans. You're on the line. I heard him. Hello? I heard him. I guess he didn't hear me.
Hey, Kyle.
Yo, what's up, man?
Bill Mack here.
I hear you, bro. What's up, Bill
Mack?
Mack? Welcome to the show, buddy. Yeah,
There's a delay. That's why I'm having problems hearing anything. I can't hear you at all on the phone.
Oh, okay.
So he can't hear me, but I can hear him.
Okay, we got to figure this out, Kyle.
Well, that's strange. Can you hear me now?
Computer, so I can hear you, but that's the only way I can hear you.
So he can hear me through YouTube, but he can't hear me through his phone.
What's wrong with your phone, Kyle?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So you know what? That's how we're gonna roll. Bill Mack, you can hear us through YouTube. What's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
Okay,
That's the 4-second delay. That's the 4-second delay.
That is the 4-second delay.
Well, my whole thing was I was just wondering what your guys' opinions are on the repeated second show that I'm asking. I'm wanting Impact to do so that they can showcase more talent than what they have with just a 2-hour show and a roster that a lot of characters need more progression and character building than just 2 hours per week.
Bill, we talk about that all the time on the show. We would like a second. J-Bone, there's a cough button. Sheesh. I heard some phlegm in that one.
Excuse me, sorry.
We would like a second show. We would love that. There's such a variety of talent. Not everybody gets to get on Impact's weekly television show. We talk about a secondary title, and we want a secondary show. The roster is thick enough for it, and I will pass it downstairs to you, Trent.
Taking that tag in here. Explosion needs to be rebranded, repackaged completely. That show is not being used to its full potential. You got one dark match, segments, and then a recap match. You could do so much more in an hour to build stories for the main show and just put it on Twitch. Put it on Access. You could do so much more. It's such a missed opportunity right now. I think we need to definitely use Explosion or rename it, make it a new show, something to further some shit. We need at least another hour's worth of build on television per week for Impact to really drive shit home. I know there's a lot of wrestling on TV. I get it. Put it on Twitch. Make it a YouTube show. Make it a YouTube special. That's where things are going right now. Make it a YouTube show. I think it could be time to go YouTube for like an extra add-on hour per week. Would not hurt whatsoever at all. So we'll see. Yeah, like exactly. That's just what I said. Put it on YouTube, like Dark, like the NWA's on YouTube. I mean, it's the place to go for things like this. You want to build some stories? Go to YouTube. It's free. All right, let's keep it moving here, gentlemen.
Oh, we still got Bill on the line.
Bill's still on the line. Okay, all right.
Bill,
I hope we answered Bill's question
before we let you go, buddy.
Let's see. We got the delay, so let's.
Just want to say, guys, love the show, love the podcast. Follow you guys, try to support you all I can. Thanks for all your help in making Impact Wrestling even bigger, and for the fans to have a place to interact, and for you doing the shows and the recaps, man. Y'all represent well, and I support y'all 100% all the way.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. You're the man.
Bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill. You're the man. Dude, seriously, Bill's one of the most supportive listeners we got, man. Awesome.
Good guy.
Thank you.
Good guy.
We're gonna tighten the ship on the calls. Kyle, you gotta play with this a little bit.
This is the first time we've ever opened up the line, all right?
I like it though. It's nice to hear from some of the fans, man.
It is. Now, how I can hear him on my end. Did you guys hear his voice clearly?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was speakerphone to microphone.
Well,
So
that's
I heard it.
Look, radio calls. That's how it is, man.
I heard him just fine.
All right.
All right, guys. James Mitchell is backstage walking around Susie, and he introduced her to Havoc. Jay's a big Havoc fan. Jay liked this interaction. She goes to shake the Havoc's hand, and he's like, no, you can't touch her. You can't be nice. But he says he thinks they're going to be great friends someday. And Havoc just stared a hole right through her. So, Jay, your thoughts on this one? Where do you think this is going? I'm not sure where the Susie thing's going yet. I love her as Susie. I love Sue Young. She looks gorgeous as Susie. She looks great as Sue Young. She's got a good thing going, man. Where do we go with Susie?
Susie.
It's a slow burn. I love it. It's introducing new characters. It's something fresh with it's an old character with a complete 180. And I love it. And they're just giving us bits. They're just giving us bits. And that's how you create a character. It's a slow burn. I love it.
Do we take it to Hard to Kill? Does it end up becoming Susie versus Havoc, or does she turn back into Sue by then? What do you do with it? Does she wrestle as Susie? Who knows?
Now, do we get like the alley effect where she has to learn how to wrestle? Do we get that sort of storytelling? Or like I said, does she get killed again and come back as Sue Young? What the fuck are they going to do? They have this situation going on where you can't predict that. That's not like the type of wrestling where you know what's going to happen. This is just some out of the box crazy stuff. I love it.
I think she's gonna have the awakening and turn evil again. But here's the thing. Here's where you need a second show, guys. A second show to build more Susie segments, for example. To build more Susie to get her to that like awakening point. One 2-minute segment a week is not even going to do it. We need more Susie. If she's gonna eventually wake up into Sue Young, we're gonna need more out of this for sure. So we'll see where it goes. Speaking of ghosts, Kyle looks like he's going somewhere. Where the fuck are you going, Kyle?
Just reaching around. Good
old reach around. Everybody loves a good old reach around.
All the gifts, all the trinkets under my desk.
We're back from the break. Johnny Swinger taking on Petey Williams, a young boy. Johnny Swinger just got done taking care of some Rizats in the back. Now he's going to go entertain the Mizarks. Petey comes out. Kyle, who was more over in this match live? I'm curious because it sounded like there was a big ovation for Petey. But Swinger's like the kind of character that would get over in New York. Give me the live reaction.
The crowd loves Petey. Petey's, from the TNA days, total legend. And the Canadian Destroyer has a fan base of itself outside of Petey. People love him. But, man, you would think the Swingman would be getting booed out of the building, but that was not the case. Swingman is over. He's shitting in bags and drawing crowds, my friend.
Dude, Swingman.
It's a horrible mix. Jesus.
Jay, what do you think, man? You a Swingman guy? You
guys swing?
You a Petey Williams guy?
I like the variety of stuff that Impact Wrestling is always doing. You had the insane wrestling from just a couple of matches on the show. This show was very segment heavy. Unlike others where it's a little more balanced, that's my only constructive criticism. I would have liked to seen a little more wrestling, but it's they're creating stuff to the next pay-per-view, and they got a little over a month, so they've got a lot to do in X amount of weeks. So this week was a little different coming out of the IPW FAB 1, 2, whatever the fuck it was.
I think everything is different coming out of that.
Yeah. So this is okay. Now we're getting back into the swing of things. You see what I did there?
The swizzing of things. You guys swing.
You go. And this episode was kind of all over the place.
You guys swing?
It was. There was a lot. It was a little bit for everybody. That's what I think they do in New York. There's a lot of different people to satisfy New York
stuff.
That's true. He does. there's a lot of segments to satisfy in New York City, so you had to give them a little bit of everything. And they even got ECW on this show, so a little bit of everything going on here. Good point, Jaybone. We go from this to the main event of the evening, gentlemen. This is going to be ODB coming out of retirement to take out Taya Valkyrie with Johnny Bravo, the man with the shirts. Kyle, how many shirts do you how many Johnny Bravo shirts do you have now? I know Jaybone's got like 67 of them already.
Now, remember when I told you guys that I didn't want to spoil it, but Johnny Bravo did something that just made him the star of the show and totally stole the crowd? It happened in this match. It happened.
This was the one. Tell me the particular. What did the crowd pop for?
The situation between him and ODB throughout the match, the she likes me, all that stuff. Getting in the boobs, he loved it. I feel like you might have had to have been there to really appreciate it. I'm not sure how much.
We lose the bone? What happened to the bone?
He was a good man.
We lost the bone.
Podcaster. He went through a lot. He had a rough life. I talked about his daughter. It's the zombie live back from the dead.
What happened to the bone?
The bone man.
You were talking about the clothing line. So I bookmarked it special earlier, and I was trying to open it up in another tab, and I accidentally got rid of myself. No. We are the ultimate work in progress here, folks.
We shouldn't be. We're the highest rated Impact Wrestling podcast in the world. What are we doing?
We are the hottest fucking hot mess there is, folks.
Aaron Jack, he's going to bed now. He just wrote that he's listening in England, and it's 6:39 a.m.
Wow. Aaron, we love you, brother. You are incredible.
Where is it? My
up higher up. Aaron Jack, the amount of our listeners in the UK is amazing to me. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. Get some rest. Get some rest.
And he's
good
an
night,
Ice Cube fan.
Good night, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
No, Bravo is like he's like becoming the manager of the upcoming decade here, man. This is Johnny Bravo has turned into one hell of a manager.
He's a legend. He's
already a legend. He's drinking.
I'm gonna do this right here, folks. Just
what do we got?
You can do it, J-Bone.
I can do it. Yes.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm glad you had that soundbite ready to go too.
Yeah, that was great. Holy shit! All right, here we go.
All right, what do we got? Are we displaying? We got
this is for everyone who wants to know. Johnny Bravo did share this.
Yes, he did. On yep.
This is
the
site here, folks.
Look at that. You can look like Johnny Bravo.
This is some hot. Look at this. Oh my God. This is some amazing.
Oh, scroll down a little. Trent, they got that fishnet shirt that you wear all the time.
I used to wear one of those in high school.
They got that.
Great.
Nice.
It was great. I went through a big crow phase. It was great.
They got the pants. Look at this.
How much? Go to the top row, Jay. I want to see how much is the rainbow one. I've seen him wear that one for sure. These aren't bad. The disco one with the sale going on right now.
This is amazing. You can get this. Okay, there's a sale going on now. These are $25.
I wonder what would happen if I asked a girl on the date and showed up wearing that.
Well, it's clearly working for John.
Yes.
That's a panty dropper.
That is, you can get all the bitches with this. Oh my God! See, here's another good one that he's featured on the show. I know he has.
Very nice.
This is oh my God! I'm cue the.
You know what, J-Bone? You should resurrect Josh Matthews' men's fashion podcast. J-Bone's fashion podcast. You know.
Yeah, for people who didn't know, Josh Matthews used to have a fashion podcast.
I listened to it a couple times. And
me too.
Psycho Sid Bones says, Kyle, what are you eating? Ralph's, famous Italian, baby. Do you guys have these? Is this? I don't know if this is a New York thing.
Never seen Ralph's.
It's a famous Italian ice chain.
I'm hypnotized. I'm not going to lie. This.
Clearly you are.
Look at this green. My God. Cue the eggplant.
Get your Joe Gal t-shirts or your shirts and use code John E. Bravo for a discount, I guess.
You know, You know what, J-Bone? when I get that first date with your daughter, I'm gonna wear that shirt, and it's gonna be a.
He almost made it a whole episode. He almost made it a whole episode. Almost, Cal. Almost. He's on mute now too. I think that's it. Oh, you cut him. You cut him off. He's been muted. Oh shit! All right, let him out of the can. Let him out of the can. Here we go. Cal,
You missed the Bangarama.
good. All right, guys. Main event time. Let's.
We
wrap
want to
up
stay on the lounge.
All right, we get here, guys. ODB's out of retirement. She takes on Taya, who was really giving her a hard time earlier. Really gave her a lot of shit in the promo earlier. Talked about she was she'll buy her fire extinguisher, all sort demonetized.
Güera loca.
It was a classic ODB match. She did all her spots, the boob slapping, the Bronco Buster, you name it, she did it. So ODB still can go, man. She was in there, but winner was ODB. She pinned the Knockouts champion in a schoolgirl pin. A little distraction. I mean, you had Jordan came out. Jordan came out afterwards. So she won this one pretty clean. But it was great, man. Johnny Bravo got involved. He's drinking from the flask. Too much Johnny. Wait a minute.
You can never get too much Johnny.
We are big Johnny Bravo fans on the show.
You know what I will say though, it's a classic thing. They used to say that when the manager gets too involved, you start to almost steal from the person you're representing and putting too much spotlight on yourself. But in this situation, I disagree. I think that Johnny Bravo is hysterical. I think he has all the makings of a legendary manager. And like I said a few weeks ago, the shtick between Johnny Bravo and ODB was gold. Hysterical.
Especially live. They went over well live.
I want more Johnny Bravo. I want him to get, and I don't like to compare anybody to Heenan, but I want him to get his own like Heenan family, the Bravo crew. I want that. But I want to ask you guys, are you bothered with ODB picking up the win? And only because Taya is champ? Some people are funny about that. And do you see ODB sticking around with the company for a while, especially since they, did this whole night for her?
I don't see ODB staying after this. I think
no. You think she's just going to take the money and run?
Take the money, like Steve Miller said, man. Take the money and run. No, I think she's. What are you going to do? How much you going to put her in?
I guess so.
She's basically retired. She's doing her life outside. She could be like.
That's funny.
Get in the flash.
Get in the flash.
I could see her managing somebody, if anything, but I don't know, man. I don't see her coming out of retirement full time. So we'll see.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
But Grace came out, drank with ODB afterwards. Had a good time. You guys went off the air, pretty fun. Was this at the end of the night, Kyle, or they actually throw us in the middle and they edited it over to the end of the night? How's this come up?
No, this was I believe this was in the middle, but like we said before, they gotta cut and paste everything around.
That was I was gonna say that was night one, so that was
fun show, gentlemen. Fun show. Like we said, a little bit for everybody. Like Jaybone was mentioning, there was a little bit of every taste of wrestling.
It was a bangarama.
Sum it up, Jay. Sum it up, Jay. What do you say?
It was this episode was segment heavy. There was like 3 times the segments as there was. I've got X tier the matches. There was 2 matches and then the main event, and there was not much wrestling. Whereas we usually get at least 2 more matches out of this. But that's okay. They're building to they're throwing everything at us that's gonna be spaced out over the next several weeks leading to the pay-per-view. So it was like, okay, here's a smorgasbord of what you're going to be seeing in the future.
The opening match was long. Look, if the matches run longer, I'm cool with 3 matches. Just give the people time to, tell a story out there. You
character development.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can do less matches as long as those matches are longer. The classic TV wrestling frame is outdated at a certain point.
True. You're right. So we'll see. I mean, I don't mind the slow one, like little 2-3 minute one with Swinger and And Petey Williams wasn't bad either. You know, those are fun to throw into just to break up the night. But I'm with you too. Quality over quantity is a good thing.
That match.
Yeah.
Between that and the Rascals match, there was 7 segments without wrestling. So yeah, I mean, there was like that's why I said it was segment heavy.
Yeah.
Jaybone?
Yep.
Cue the people. Come on.
Cue the people.
These
There's
are
a
the
lot of
final
good comments
thoughts
in there. All right, what do we got here? Wentz the future. No question about it.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
No
Wentz
question.
is one of my favorites. I'd say he's my favorite out of the Rascals. The guy,
Always said
he's
that.
amazing.
Always said that.
Kurt
Okay.
Sting, nobody.
Always.
Nobody. Absolutely. Yep, there we go. Swag fan took care of that answer. Let's see what else we got here. Yep. Jake Chris is definitely still around. I know Dad As and Titties asked about the golden draw. Jake's still around.
Titties.
That
Remember that
name-
song? Ass and titties. Ass and titties.
I think Jake is going to be a 2-time X Division champion at some point. No questions asked. That guy is definitely going to have something. Yep.
Yeah,
So we talked about earlier with Mack.
I want to see more of him. Definitely.
No doubt. No doubt. So that was it, guys. That was the December 3rd, 2019 edition of Impact Wrestling, Melrose Ballroom. We're back at Melrose for 3 more episodes, right, Kyle? I mean, they had taped 2.
Oh yeah,
worth per
I'm
night.
in there. I'm in there. You don't know whether to look for the Hemi shirt or look for the Ace Austin 316 shirt because, like we said, they chop things around. But I'm there. I'm in one section of the front row in one episode, and a whole other section in the front row in the other one. So,
what about this one that aired? Where were you sitting on this one?
Well, like we said, they chopped it around. Now, for that night, I was, front row with the hard cam like above me, so you didn't really see me too much. But the second night, me and Bison were on the side of the ramp right next to William Gardner, our pal. Mm. That's where you got the clip of us in the beginning when Eddie came out. But that was the night too. So, but a lot of the matches we watched were filmed on night 1. I know that's confusing, but so I'm all over the place. You don't know where to look for me.
Gotcha. Cool. Very nice. I do not think they should drop the 70s show gimmick.
No.
No way.
They're smoking weed in the basement.
It's great. I think it's fun.
It's awesome.
I think it's fun. Jay?
Especially when it ties into like they letting Trey's mom in, and that ties to an actual feud. And that's where it makes that segment more important, and it throws some comedy in the show too.
I loved it when they had RVD in there and they all started diving on each other, marking out for RVD. I loved when Moose got in there and attacked them. I mean, I think the segments are hysterical.
Yeah, I think they're good. Cool, man. All right, well, guys, that was the December 3rd, 2019 edition of Impact Wrestling. The Impact Awards are up. Don't forget to vote for your favorites. Those are all up there. We're winding down the year, gentlemen. Maybe we'll do a year-end special like we did last year. Kyle, our year-end last year was great. We did great numbers in that one. Well, get something else. It's different now. Jay's a part of the family. Maybe we'll do a big-ass call-in show.
Yeah, call-in show, best of 2019.
The hot mess of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we'll do that, guys. Maybe we'll throw one of those together. But
the hot mess line. That's what that is. The hot mess hotline.
Don't
might
forget.
Work, might not work.
Look up the Wrestle Hub YouTube channel.
Yep.
We'll find out who wins podcast of the year along with all the other nominations. I'm very curious. I think we've got a solid chance at winning at least one. I'll say that.
One.
I want to stay humble with this. I'm not going to say we're going to sweep
the board.
Sweep this bitch. No, I just I go in humble and may the best podcast win.
Yep,
absolutely.
Did you guys know that? All right, Trent, me and you talked about this off air, but I'd like to share this with the loungers before we get out. Somebody came out with a podcast a few weeks ago called Total Nonstop Impact.
Yeah.
And it wasn't us. So Jaybone, your reaction exactly. Some guy, no beef with the guy. Don't know if it was on purpose. Probably was because we're great. But this guy created a podcast called Total Nonstop Impact.
Yeah.
Very short, a few minutes long. And I messaged him and told him to change the name. And he did. I don't know what it's called now, but he did change the name. But that got me thinking, what if he's one of the Total Nonstop Impacts that Wrestle Hub nominated on there? What if we're competing with imposters?
Oh shit! Because the show's listed twice.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
shit!
So, I don't know. You know, we'll send the loungers. You know, they're our pests. We send our pests at them.
In one of the categories, I noticed that the lounge was listed twice, as in
we are the lounge. We are the fucking lounge.
Well,
so we win either way. We win either way.
Because I consider that BQ stuff. If you're gonna call it the lounge, I mean, yes, we're in the lounge. But I call that BQ's stuff.
We made the lounge great again. All right.
We sure did.
We've got wonderful people.
Absolutely,
wonderful people. Fantastic.
We sure did.
And I got no claim to that. You know, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, let's close out. Too. Final thoughts, plugs
and final thoughts.
Tretsky.
Fun show. Kept me interested the whole time. I like lots. I'm a segment guy. Give me stories and segments. The matches are secondary to me. So a lot of segments makes me happy. I'm down. Let's Jay, what do you say, man? Sum up the show.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit of the opposite. I wanted a little more wrestling, but like I said, we're on a build to a pay-per-view. It's a fresh start after the whole throwback to the past. So like I said, they threw a smorgasbord of, hey, this is what's coming up. This is what we're featuring on the pay-per-view coming up. Here's what's they just threw everything at you and just won. So it's good storytelling though. You know, the little bits,
yes.
The slow burn to the big show.
Absolutely. Kyle, final thoughts?
Well, there's a bias. I was there. I got to be on Ethan Page's vlog, which if you came in late, go check out Ethan Page's vlog. I'm on there. I had a hell of a time. I've been to many Impact tapings. This was my favorite so far. And I have to say, if you are buying tickets to an Impact show and you have the extra money to spend, front row is worth it. It's a totally different experience. You're there. You're part of the action. You might get hit with some sweat and blood. Little of that happened to me. But you're there. You're in the heart of the action.
Ross, talk about all the free gifts you got too. You got so much of free stuff. Okay,
Ross Foreman is like your Impact. Oh man, people are ripping at him in row on the comments. Ross Foreman is like your Impact tour guide. He brings you to the back. He sets up your photo ops with all the people. You get a folder filled with autographs. It was awesome, man. It was such a good time. So if you have the money, worth it. I had a great time. Next time Impact comes to New York, I will be doing front row again and hopefully making a vlog or something again. I had a great time. But overall, this was a great show. I hear you, Jaybone. Could have got some more matches in there. But for me, that triple threat made the episode. That was such a special match.
The wrestling was great. Yeah.
Top notch.
And I gotta give props to Reno Scum. I know in the past they've been a little and then they went away for a while. And I think, and I'll say it again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is the strongest they've ever looked. They're
yes.
It's intense. Their timing is good. That's a huge thing, because sometimes it's been like, I'm not feeling it. No, I'm feeling it. They are spot on. I'm glad they are part of the roster. They deserve it this time.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. It's going to be it's been interesting to see a lot of this growth coming ahead, man. So yeah, absolutely.
They complement Ace too.
Yes. Yeah, and I think this, like you said, this is the best I've seen them look probably ever. So good for them. Good for a lot of talent, a lot of stuff going on in Impact, guys. It's been a blast, guys. Let's get some plugs. Let's go. Jay, where can people find you?
You can find me over on a Twitter box at Jaybone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150. You can also find me over on that other little YouTube channel called Smash This Podcast. 6 years running now. Go on.
Wow.
And, support the growing brand. We are up to 777. I hit the jackpot on that one.
Nice.
I wish. But Smash This Podcast is also over on the Insta and the Facebook and the Twitter box as well.
Sounds good. Kyle, where can people find you, bro?
You could shoot me a follow on BQ in the chats. Keep running your mouth, Kyle. I'll kick your arse and send you back to the. Oh man, we got from the boss himself warning me to stop running my mouth on the podcast.
Oh shit!
Oh god, send me back to the heel cast. No. No.
Oh,
Deserted
man.
Island. That's prison. Don't send
Boss
me there.
jumped in.
Yeah.
Boss jumped in to threaten you personally. Wait,
Oh,
was it Jaybone? Was that Jaybone?
that was
No.
that was BQ jumped in there, but no.
Oh shit.
Follow me on Twitter at KL_TNI. You know, hit me up in the DMs. We'll chat. And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. How about you, Trey?
Very nice. Right.
How
Oh,
about
that's a
you,
good
Trey?
one. So we got to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You can follow me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram and Twitter, or Hemi Music Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Also, don't forget you can follow this show on all social medias at We Talk Impact. Just type in at We Talk Impact, and the Total Nonstop Impact podcast comes right up. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook for all that. Also, the Impact Lounge, which we're hosted on right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the Impact Lounge, as well as the Total Nonstop Impact YouTube channel. New content coming there, and to both. BQ's doing a lot of new stuff on the lounge. Throwback stuff coming to the TNI YouTube channel as well. Don't forget, guys, you can find this podcast wherever podcasts are found. Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a coworker, tell Trey Miguel's mom. That's where we're at. If you are subscribed to those on any of those feeds, leave a rating, leave a review. The more ratings, the better we get seen. The iTunes stuff has been doing great. We're coming up in really some good suggested stuff. So, guys, keep the ratings coming on iTunes. Let them know what you think of the show. Takes 2 seconds. Go rate it a 5. We'd appreciate it. I think that'll be it. We got, let's see, next week we're going to be still at the Melrose, but Kyle's in the audience on that one. We're going to get Bison on the line. Yes, sir. We're going to get Bison on the line. He's in the UK, so he's got a big time difference with us, but we're going to work it out with Bison. So we might go a little earlier next week. We'll see. We're going to work out timings with him. So, guys, did I forget anything?
I think that's it.
Power of the penis.
Power of the penis, guys. On that note, we will talk to you guys next week. Thanks for joining us tonight on Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the Impact Lounge. Good night, everybody.
You guys swing?
Maybe.
Still rolling? Total Nonstop Kyle. I like that.